to inspire, helping you get beyond your first move and creating a better mindset today. All right, all right, all right. I'm in the comment section. Please let me know if I'm too loud. I'm not loud enough. My music's too loud, or if it's clarity. Because it's no fun if you can't understand what I'm saying. All right, all right. If you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do that, you organically help build with me and grow with me so we make it better tomorrow today. And put this in my other ear. So, da, da, da. Tonight. What is it tonight? I haven't seen y'all in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. In a while. But tonight, tonight is ah a hero's update of what's happening. What's happening? All right. What's happening tonight is let me cut this down a little bit. Is it the topic is memories. Memories with or with regret without regrets. I don't like that sound. So with or without regret. So what we're gonna talk about tonight is that recently I've had a death in my family. Me and my father. My father's passed. Transition. Um my father was 93 years old and let me see. I keep one ear. My father was 93 years old. However, still is my father. And I was fortunate to have him for 54 years. Everybody can't say the same. My mother was 88 and she passed 2 years ago. So right now, my mother and my father are gone. And all I have as a remnant uh, for my mother and my father are memories. I have memories. I have lessons. I have memories and lessons and time spent with that time that I've had spent with my family. And all my brothers and sisters are still living. And they're still here. And but what I don't have regrets. Everybody can't say that. Everybody can't say that they don't have regrets. However, I think I made a point. Even I am not necessarily right next door to my on my parents. I'm from Chicago. There, everybody's in Chicago, and I am in North Carolina, and it's ways away. That's ways away. However, I don't count myself absent. I still call Chicago home. Because I try to get there anytime I can, as much as I can. And my twin brother would say that, man, you on that road a lot. But it's kind of therapeutic when I drive by myself. Know the routine, my body knows it, so we go to automatic momentum. Don't feel that long. Don't feel that long to my mind, but because my body feels it. If I don't have the right cushioning, I put up that lower lumbar. I put some stuff on so I can protect my back, my lower back. But this is what I was talking about, memories. A lot of people have their parents or they have people in their lives and they don't take time to embrace the time with them when they are here. And when you don't take time to embrace the individual when they're here, then what happens that you leave with something, emptiness. And you will agree or disagree. I would encourage anybody to come to chime in, put something in chat line so I can respond, or even click the link and come on. Come on, and then we'll talk about it. Because I am not the only one I know that has lost somebody who is close and dear to them, my parents. I know I'm not the only one that's lost my father. I know I am not the only one that has lost my mother. Uh, I know I'm not the only one that has lost both their parents. But in the number that I am here and I am present and am here with memories without regret. Everybody can't say that. You know, you everybody can't say that. You know, you've been to some funerals, homegoing celebrations, which is very morbid. My mother and my father's homegoing celebration was that. It was a celebration. I mean, it was spoken word, meaning me and my siblings, everybody had something to say. And people love when a family has something to say that's positive and that's memorable. That was memorable in relation to my parents. And I had something to say as well. I think with my mother, uh, I talked about she was the berry of she she was actually I call her the preacher's wife. I think I titled to the preacher's wife. I only said like 3 minutes. I was they talk about preacher's wife about how she actually allowed. She was a pastor's wife in the house that we was raised in, and how she was a mother. She was a teacher. She was different things in the house, and She was at the front of the house, and then she came to the middle of the house as she saw us grow up, and she saw us leave the house, and she saw us embark on college or different careers. She was from the front of the house, went to the middle house, but at the end of life, she was at the back of the house. And at the back of the house, things started getting slower. Speech started becoming limited, and but she had a good view of what had occurred through her span from the beginning of the house to the back of the house. And then when she was at the back door, she's looking at the next entrance, and that was just a doorway where Jesus was right there waiting for her to come. And he was pulling her, saying, come on, get your church hat because we got to roll. Because you're well done, good and faithful service. And you've done what you need to do. Now let's go and get your peace. And that was with my mother. I mean, I miss my mama. I sure do. God knows I do. And because it's something about a mother's love that I talked to another partner. He was telling me, you can't if you marry, you can't talk to your wife like you talk to your mother. Your mother's your is unfortunately with some people your mother is the support cast that your wife fails to be. That's just that's just what it is. She's a support cast, and you got a real mom like mine. She'd tell you when your stuff sucks, and she still supports you. I don't think that's a good idea, but maybe I believe in you, or she'll tell you she'll see the ins and outs of different things, but somebody always got your back. If you fall, she pick you up. But then when she gone, what do you have? You have you have the tools to go a little bit further. Even if somebody at home doesn't support you or get you up, it's all right because you still got memories and you have lessons. And just just be thankful for what you have. People always talk about, well, I don't have this at home, I don't have that. But what did you have? Everybody can't say they had somebody they can call all the time. Everybody can't say that. Then even with my father, uh, even with my father, I said my father was like a not rock of Gibraltar, but he was a rock. He was solid. When I was younger, he is bigger than life. He is bigger than life, and you see my dad come to the house, and you just, oh, daddy's coming. Mama said she would just say that daddy's coming, and but I knew daddy was coming. Now he was at the church most of the time, and he's working, doing what he had to do, take care of the house. And we didn't know when he was coming, but we knew daddy was coming. And it was like the solid structure of that rock being there. We knew that it was always there. Even to the rock just got smaller and smaller, but we knew that it was there. We knew that it was solid. We knew that it was coming. Now that is left. But what did he leave? He left an impression. He left an impression that I'll never forget. And so I have memories, y'all. Memories. Remember, my father got me a bike. This is funny. Got me a bike, right? And I wanted a bike. I was 12 years old. I was, oh yeah. Oh, and then my twin brother was coming down the street. And they came and I was waiting on pins and needles waiting for my bike to come. And it came, right? It came. It sure did. It came. They pulled the bike out the car. I was like, yes, yes, yes. It's purple too, royal colors. I was excited. Yeah, purple. Something was missing. That bar that went across the front, that bar that tells you that's a boy's bike, came out as a girl's bike. My heart was hurt. You're 12 years old, when kids rag you, oh, you got the girl's bike, got the girl's bike. I didn't tell my daddy I was disappointed, but my heart just, I remember a saint that man got me a girl's bike. Didn't really care about a Swin or Huffy. I didn't care about the name brand. I just cared about just having a bike that could ride. Because, back in the day, bikes were like our vehicles, it was our cars. And Chicago is flatland, so you can go miles and miles, just you and your crew. But after that too, I was cool with it. But I'll never forget that my daddy he bought the bike. I remember he tried to teach me how to ride it too, with no chains. He took the training wheels off, and he tried. I remember one time. But I got that memory that can't nobody take away from me. I got it. What do you have? Now I'm gonna open up the. I'm gonna let Nays in the back room and pop them in. If anybody else want to come in, come on in. Come on in. Hey,
Good evening.
good evening. Oh, good. No girls. How you doing?
Wonderful. Remember to call me RP.
Okay.
Call me RP. But yeah,
Louise.
memories,
Hmm?
memories are powerful.
Okay.
And
Expound. Go ahead.
and you said, so what did you do? Did you keep the bike?
Yeah, I kept the bike. Yeah, then my twin brother wanted to ride it. I kept the bike after a day or two. And I got the girl's bike after a day. Then I started riding it. It was all right by 2 days in because I had a bike.
Did
So
did anybody tease you about it?
no, I ain't get teased. I ain't get teased. I think sometimes we we make we make something happen. We create something that's not happening. It's not even going to happen, but we're making our mind. So that becomes the worst enemy. The fear of it happening, and we seeing it happening in our head, but it doesn't happen at all.
That's
Yeah, you
right.
you stop yourself from going places. Have you ever incurred anything where it's like you just you're scared for doing it? You had all these scenarios in your mind how it's going to happen. I mean, about a month, 2 months, you waiting to do it, and then you do it. So, man, this is it.
Yeah, I've had plenty of those moments.
Said, man, a lot of times it's with a girl. If I'm get a number. And then young, he's like, and then you ask, and then it was no big deal.
False evidence appearing real.
Come on, somebody. Yep. Yeah, false evidence appearing real. So, so can you say anything about memories with or without regret? What would be your take on that? The memories are powerful. It doesn't have, I got the picture up there about because I just came back from my father's memorial, not memorial, but homegoing celebration. So you see, I have the picture of memories. My connection and memories that I buried both my parents. Not today, but one parent this year and the other parent 2 years prior. And
Wow, it hasn't been 2 years.
yep,
Wow.
uh, 2019, 20 no, 2021, 22, 2022. My mother
Uh,
passed September 2022.
okay. Well,
Yes, yeah,
live.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. I've heard that a lot of times when people have been married to a certain extent, they don't last over 2 years. I just heard that after that because they're so connected with the other person.
Oh yeah, I have heard that story before. Yeah. Soon before you know it, soon after they also make their exit.
Right. Yeah. So you have me so I state that because I have people. I said, so how you feel? So I feel fine. And I think the reason I feel fine because I have no regrets. Now, if I had I think if I had regrets, it'd be a different story here. And and then I still know people that it's not necessarily about having regrets. It's just they're so what you call it, enmeshed with their parents that their parent has became more like their best friend. Especially some individuals who are just straight introverts and their parents been there all in all, and their parent leave, they don't know what to do because they ain't got no other friends.
Right. Right.
Well, that'd be crushing right there. You did everything like my mother, my sister was my sister's best friend, but she had friends other than my mother.
Hmm.
Now they,
People need people.
yeah, people need people,
Yeah, that's very valid. Yeah, people need people.
and people don't realize how much they need them till they leave.
Yeah, they say you never miss the water till the well runs dry. Is that what they say?
Yeah, man, I'm so thirsty. Yeah, yeah, you assume it's always gonna be there till say, man, where the water at?
Yeah. I mean, we do take a lot of things for granted, and we take people for granted, and no, I don't think we mean harm, but yeah, sometimes it's hard to just not be, wrapped up in your own life to the point where you're not really thinking of other things,
Yeah,
until you're forced to think of other things. Then you realize, oh, okay, I've been negligent.
I think that's when you have to when you get forced to do it. It's like I think it's like earth shattering. It's like man, wow. Like today I've been trying to uh clean up my office and try to realign some stuff to try to get some what's that Fuqua? What's the
Feng
fu,
shui.
feng shui? Yes. Get some feng shui as an order into my direction for next year. Um and pretty much that's what I've been doing today, trying to do that. Only to get in my car and realize it didn't start. But I've been in the house for the most part trying to do some other stuff. And I guess I got some clarity, some clarity. I mean, I moved off the desk and the floor, and I got stuff. I mean, I got stuff on different sides. I just have to get stuff aligned because if I think if you prepare for the next year, the day before New Year's, you a little late.
Hmm.
I think, all honesty, you probably should be prepared like in September, October.
For you said for you should prepare September, October.
You should be paying October, September for January. I think you should start having like a goal list or a preparation, certain things that need to be done. So you're gradually doing them. But once January 2nd, you full steam because you already got goals in mind.
Oh, I see. Instead, you said as opposed to just making on the spot resolutions.
Right.
Okay.
You have goals that you say, well, I'm doing a little bit now, and you got momentum going. It's like I'm riding up the hill, I'm riding up the hill, and then January 2nd, I'm going downhill. I mean, you ride, you full steam now. You full steam because you built the momentum, you built up confidence, and the confidence that it can be done. It can be done. You sometimes you gotta take up chunks. 'Cause I think what happens at the beginning of the year, you say, "Yeah, I'm taking on all this," and then middle of February, yeah, then you're in March, then April, then
Mm,
you are in the flow of things.
yeah. And before you know it, here comes the year coming back around again, man.
Right. I think it's better to. I'm gonna try to. I have a video journal. I have not online journal, but I have a written journal. So I'm starting writing my stuff down, and just so I can have things in my view, and then start gradually doing them. Actually, I actually finished. Um, and I know I'm getting off subject. The memories without regret. The memories I'm trying to capitalize on now is well, things I'm trying not to have regret is not um attacking things now. So for later, because if I don't attack things now for later, then I will have regrets of what I didn't do. Does that make sense?
Tackle things now.
Yeah.
More
If I
now
ta-
than later, huh?
right, it's like if I see running back coming out of the hole and I'm a cornerback, as I'm well, the other cornerback get it. Man, he he got the 20-yard line. I mean, he already run the 10 yards, but I'm like, but the safety get him, he get him, and now it's more pressure on me or the whole team because we're working as a unit. That he's down to the 15-yard line, he almost touchdown, but I could have tackled him at 30-yard line or 40-yard line or 50-yard line. Even if I tackled him and wasn't able to pull him down, I have stopped his momentum from scoring on me. And see, I think that's how a task is. A task is a goal. If you actually start tackling it, doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna bring it down, but it means that you're gonna slow down the momentum of things that are going against you. So you yeah, so you slow down. So you work on things for you, like to tackle the opponent, the offense, the defense, the opponent means that it's working for you. So you taking down the things that are against you gradually, so you can get to your goalposts. And people don't go toward their goalposts; they expect everything to come to them. And so, therefore, if you don't go towards your goalpost, and that's the same thing on relationship. If you go to your goalpost or make a phone call to your parents, to your brothers, to whomever, then we don't have a clock on time. Then when we get the phone call that somebody's passed, man, I've been meaning to talk to him. I ain't talked to him 15 years. Did you? Were you really meaning to talk to him? But the reason you didn't talk to the person because they offended you, and you're never able to forgive them.
Yeah, forgiveness is very freeing.
Yeah, Yeah, but sometimes we rationalize it. Well, nah, I got too much stuff to do. No, I just don't want to forgive them. I just stay on the phone for the person for 2 hours. You can call the person, say, I forgive you, let it go.
Mm.
But sometimes I think people want, they literally, it's empowering. It's what they were saying, Flash, negative speed force.
Yeah.
Yeah, you build momentum by going in reverse. But you, in order to build the steam, you have to think of everything negative, a negative, in order to become fast in the reverse, instead of going toward the things that are positive. So people do things and they get a certain amount of success, but at what cost?
Right. Right. And I think sometimes people may want to forgive and they may actually say, but then actually letting it go in your heart can be sometimes be difficult, you know?
Yeah,
You know, so you need God's help. You need deliverance. 'Cause, I think forgiveness and letting go ultimately is a heart, you know?
so forgiveness is what?
Is forgiveness and letting go ultimately is a heart.
Forgiveness and letting go is ultimately,
A heart issue.
yes,
Yeah.
and it's something. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
All you gotta do is make a phone call. Nah, he's okay. And then as soon as you pick up the phone, I gotta do something. I gotta wash this car. I gotta get ready for work. Yeah, I gotta do something else. And
Yeah.
you do have to do those things. But the thing that so easily besets you stays on you. And you wonder why things are heavy on you. And it's because you haven't taken things off you.
Uh,
Just,
yeah.
it just feels like a weight. I've had that happen. I said, man, don't like this feeling. Just didn't like that feeling.
Mm. They always say, "Oh, thing, let go and let God."
Yeah,
That's easy to say.
they're too loud down there.
What you say?
Yeah, my people looking at the summit.
Oh, that's what that music is.
No, no, no. I hear them screaming downstairs.
Oh, looking
Uh,
at what is the summit? What's that?
It's like a survivor.
Oh, it's a game show type
Yeah,
thing.
they walk into they climb to the summit as a team. They got some money. They try to maneuver somebody off of like survivor.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, it's
Yeah,
called.
like
Oh,
survivor.
you said they're enjoying it, huh?
Yeah, they're screaming. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah. I think a lot of people just don't memories are. I mean, are so important to have. Like I think I may actually go see Lee after right after Christmas.
Oh, okay. All right. That's just a couple of hours. That's probably what, just 2, 3 hours, right? For
No, it's an
you.
hour. It's an hour for me.
Oh, oh, that's okay. That's not bad.
Like go to Marietta, Georgia for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's an hour and a half. about hour 10 minutes, hour 20 minutes. Like
Uh,
going to Charlotte and going to Raleigh is the same from Greensboro, same distance.
man, that'd be cool if you would appreciate it. You know,
Yeah,
you're
I
making
think
good
it's. I think
memories.
what's that?
You're making memories.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this stage all we got. Did John Maxwell actually stated? He said, and that's where I got part of this from. He said, you want to make sure that when you with people, you got a date or whatever, you make something, you make it memorable. He said that him and some friends, that his wife and some friends was downtown New York, and they was getting the taxi ride, the people with the horses, right? They get the taxi cab, the horse cab, what they call it in New York.
What are you? I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you know, it's a little carriage. It's
Yeah,
pulled by horse.
carriage.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't remember what they call it, but I know what you're talking about.
And they was going to this place to eat, right? And they said, listen, they told the two drivers, a little muffled, I hear background. He said, me, you, let me see. I mean, I got you up to loud. Let me got you up to loud. Okay. All right. Okay, that may be better. Um, so they was on the they was going to a dinner and said, listen, y'all, we going to make said whoever gets there first, you get extra $50 this race. He said you would have thought it was like chariots of fire. He said it's like come on y'all. It's like thought it was Ben a scene off Ben Hur. They cutting in and out of the alleys and say, come on. They racing, they getting it. So would it have been more meaningful to wave down a cab or even to trot or that memory them racing in New York like they was in real chariots. They never forget it because it took it because it made a decision to not just make a moment but to make a memory. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, well, that's yeah. I think I went horseback riding first time ever. I had a friend in college, and me and her went horseback ride, and she went before, and they let us. I've never rode a horse, but they let the horses trot, and they said, okay, let's let them loose. Well, I didn't really. They trotted a little bit faster, so we like, oh, come on, yeah, come on, and so that was fun. That was so much fun. That's so much fun, and to go a little faster, that was fun. So I tried to relive that, with my wife.
Wow.
Yeah, come on, let's go. No, no, no. I want to just walk. I just want to walk and enjoy the area. I said, oh. I just want to just enjoy the walk. Oh no, no, just she's saying it was too. And I was just trying to relive something I did a while back because there's so much fun when I did it before. So I decided I think it was a birthday or something. I decided to do it that time. But hey, it's worth a try. I think I probably would try it again. I
Okay.
mean, I haven't had that memory in a while. That was a good memory the first time. The second time was all right, but I tried to relive it. Have you
Wow.
ever tried to relive a memory that was real impactful? Then you did a second time, and man, It ain't the same.
Yeah, that's I can. Well, I know that memories, right? We sometimes I've realized we can program our brains. How you doing deliberately? I'm not sure. For example, all the years I spent as an Uber driver, there are times when a certain song will pop up. I'll listen to it,
Hmm.
and it'll take me back to a moment or time I was driving for Uber and listening to that same song. I'll get a vague image of where I was and what I felt. That doesn't happen for every song, but that does happen to me often. Like a good experience or something. And probably I guess even bad. Can sometimes program your brain and trigger a memory.
Mm.
So even now, years later, I'll play a song on my playlist, and I remember, oh yeah, that I was listening the first time I heard the song. I was driving in my car, going on the way to pick up some.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that we don't forget anything. It's just that we suppress a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, the brain does seem to have enormous storage capacity. The human brain,
Right.
somebody can have like Alzheimer's or something like dementia, to get the friends and family or whatever, but then remember in perfect detail something that happened to them as a child.
Right.
I hope
The long term memory is intact. The short term is jacked.
right. That means that information is in our brain somewhere. The fact it comes out, it's in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. It's amazing. I think that's why it pays to take time to actually just to be still and just relish for your thought life. You never know what may come up. Some of the stuff needs to come up and come out,
Yeah, that's true. hmm That's true.
and that's the stuff that be holding us back. And the thing is, you don't consciously remember them. It's just it's a weight that may cause a block for you doing something. I got stuck. I just know why I'm stuck on this thing. It's like a math problem, and you not can't get past a certain wall. It's a
Right.
mental block, and the mental block probably was put in place to protect you when you're set 5 or 6.
Mhm.
So anything similar to that current situation triggers the mental block. That thing and it's going to affect you. It may just trigger it and just pop up automatically.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So are there any memories that you have that are memorable, or any memories that I regret not taking advantage of that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's been one of the things I've had to pray, ask me, ask God to deliver from. I pray for regularly. That's from regret. So there are times, yeah, that I think things in the past and I regret I didn't take advantage or didn't go a different way. So the memory is not that memory and that part is perhaps sometimes not as positive, you know. But then
Okay.
there are positive memories, like the outcome result shows that, oh, that was the right path.
Okay.
You know, you want things to go a certain way, but a year later you realize, oh wow, thank God that it didn't go that way. Thank God I didn't get that thing I thought I had to have. You know?
Right, man. Man, good thing I didn't get that new Corvette. 'Cause I think I was getting laid off.
Yeah.
Man, that $600 a month car payment would have broke me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's important we learn to embrace and live in the now. You know, like you said,
Yeah.
so you can have good memories. I think the Holy Spirit's been helping me in that area tremendously. To the point now where even when I'm at Walmart,
Hmm.
I don't rush anymore. I can something in me will awaken and say, let's not think about what I have to do after I leave Walmart. Let's just be here in the moment, get what we
Right,
and be present, as opposed to the whole time there, or in other situations, I'm rushing, thinking of the thing I have to do later that day. But over these few years, I've learned to like, no, you know what? I'm right here, right now. Let me just live and be present right here, right now.
that's good. That's good. Then a lot of time rushing builds anxiety
Hmm.
because you're gonna be late. You're gonna be late.
Right,
So why you rushing to be late?
right,
You may get an accident because you rushing to be late. Unless you won't get fired. I get that part.
right.
But you already late. You already late. So it's not gonna change things. I think sometimes you should prepare.
That's why I think, and I believe this is a revelation from God. It's good to be a minimalist, not just of mature possessions, but a minimalist when it comes to ideas and activities. So instead of doing 20, 30 things, just pick a few important things and focus on that. And
I
I think
agree.
that helps you to live in the moment.
It helps
Because
you with your focus.
yeah, because you're not like on, all these different, so yeah, it's hard not to rush because it's like you got so much to do. So I've been learning to like let go of things, you know. So just have a few things that are important to you, like even hobbies. Like I believe in having hobbies. I think hobbies help you enjoy life. Have a few hobbies, um, but be focused on the main things, and that way, it's easier to be in the moment because you don't have like 30 things to do in that one day, so you're not rushing.
Right. I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Um, if you focus on all your energies are applied in one area. And when you're younger, sometimes you think you can do a whole bunch of different things, and you could. But just imagine if you could have just focused on one thing and knocked it out the park. Then you
Right,
could have got to something else
right,
because you mastered one thing. Why? Because you apply focus to it, and you apply focus all your energies, all your reading materials, all your television shows. Everything's connected. Everything's connected to that one thing, and you focus and you hit it hard. Hit it, quit
right.
it. Yeah,
That's
then you went to something else. Hmm?
an old saying: "Jack of all trades, but master of none."
I think it's I think it's a duality to that because I used to tell my fifth grade teacher I want to be an inventor, I want to be a doctor, I want to be such 4 or 5 different things, and she used to say that and said you jack of all trades and rule of none. Now that I heard when I got older, that is not necessarily a bad thing. Um, master of none, I mean not rule of none, but master of none is that some people can actually I met this guy who's a part of a think tank, and he was like, and he just got a couple masters, and he was in MBA, and engineering. I mean, because he was interested in it, and he became a jack of all trades, but because he mastered each trade individually. You see, like writing, so he went got masters in English. You see, I'm more interested in some business, so he got an MBA, and then after that, he said the construction. I'm trying to get into construction, so he got a master's in construction management. Then he got like 4 or 5 masters because he was interested in something specific. He mastered it, obtained that tool. I said like bringing backpack, and then he said, "Well, let me just get a PhD to map it up, to wrap it up, gives you more credibility credentials." But he was a master in about 4 or 5 different areas. But the PhD gave him some type of a grounding. But he was jack of many trades. But so he calls himself being a think tank. He was in the think tank with different minds come together, and also people come to him for consulting. And so, but that's later on. I have met a lot of people that did things like that. Uh, I just knew that a lot of people approach you, and this was always the thing. You would see this at churches where, well, why don't you get in Amway? Well, I don't feel that's my passion. Well, if finance your passion, why don't you get prepaid legal? Yeah, I don't think God lead me that way. What's God lead you to? Well, I'm work with kids. Well, this will finance your passion to work with kids. It finance your passion for ministry. It finance this. So everybody pushed the money angle, but really not the passion angle. I remember prepaid legal came to the church, and everybody's pushing the prepaid legal. I knew it wasn't a long term thing, but I jumped in. Um, I jumped in to see if I could make some money out of it because I was gonna be a prepaid loyalist. I remember Jerome Dennis. He had he got in, and he got like 1 or 2 people in, or they got him in, and so he was getting paid like $2,000 because he had one person in that was rolling.
Ah,
I mean, he didn't really do a whole bunch of work, but he had 1 or 2 people in that was rolling. Because everybody was getting in. And somebody got him in, then they put somebody else underneath him. Something happened, and he was rolling that way. Now I could get one people, I could get a whole bunch of people in, but I really wasn't trying. My heart wasn't into it. I thought it was necessary. It was a good product to have, but I wasn't pushing for a lot of people to come underneath my team because I know that was my lifespan. Everybody can't be Tommy Crump. Tommy's
no,
focused.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tommy's focused. I mean, I give my hat goes off to Tommy. I mean, as long as we know it, know Tommy has your insurance.
And that's a good thing. I think,
He's
I think
focused.
I think it's a blessing when you can master your craft.
Yeah.
First step
I,
is find God,
hmm
and then He's going to give you an assignment. He's going to give you a craft, and then you focus on those two things. I think everything else falls in line in time, but you get the two main things right. Find your set of activities, your passion, your calling, your assignment, and it all kind of comes together in different ways. Because yeah, like you said, there's some people gotta give them a high tolerance for a certain area, like let's say electrician, and his job as electrician, that's how he pays the bills. But his passion or his love is pottery.
right.
So the electrician pays for him to do the pottery, and then he uses the pottery, in different ways to bless people or to maybe it's Christian theme, maybe it's Christian theme pottery or right. So, but then some people, the best scenario, in my opinion, this is purely opinion, is when it can be both. When the thing you love, like to do, is also a thing that pays you
Right.
That's the best scenario, but not everybody gets that exact um those circumstances. Yeah, there's some people that have a, a job, a career job, and it supports the passion or the dream. You know, so I
I
guess you have
think
to know your set of circumstances.
right. I think that should be the goal. You know, my father's passion was the ministry, but he sold drugs on part time.
Mm,
Well, let me clarify. Um, um, he sold to pharmaceutical, like CVS, Walgreens, different stores. Just like aspirin, certain things. He wholesale. He had a relationship with a couple of wholesalers, um, and he'll go to different stores and even to small different stores and some small black owned pharmacists. He actually furnished them with drugs from the wholesale, and he have a he get so much so he get a good rate. He get a good rate and he'll sell it to them and make profit. And he did a lot of stuff like late night. He'd go to the warehouse. Mr. Newman, that was the name. I would know Daddy's going to Newman's and get products. We had a whole bunch of chapstick in the basement. Me and my brother thought about many times to go try to go on the street corner and try to sell the chapstick because we had a whole bunch of inventory, chapstick and secret deodorant, Old Spice, a whole bunch of extra. But he did that to make money. I mean, he had a couple properties as well, and a lot of stuff that came out of church. You know, church took care of itself, but my father he invested a lot of money to fixing the church and taking care of stuff that needed to be done. Um, so that leads me to the mantra that don't forget your priorities. Your family, you got to eat, you got to pay for rent, you got to pay for eat, sleep, utilities, all that. You got to take care of that because that's your responsibility. It said, remember your. It said, take care of your priorities, but never forget the dream. So by never forgetting the dream, just like you said, I say invest like 5, 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day because it's something you said you dream about and it's been your passion. So you invest 10 minutes a day in it, and then you master that 10 minutes, and you realize, man, I think I got 10 more minutes, and then you invest 20 minutes, and you realize, man, I think I got 30 minutes because we blow a lot of time. Okay, then you master that, then you got 40 minutes. You master that, you got 50. Then before you know, you have a good hour, and that hour is getting you some good uh a good product out. Whatever it is, maybe music, maybe art, it may be uh, a scripture text. So it's getting you good content. I said, man, and so you then all the time that you're stealing during the day and not doing is wasting. You said I may get 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. You may be able to get 2 minutes, 2 hours in. Just depends. But eventually, the the thing that you're passionate about, the thing that you said you had to dream about, whatever you invest is compound interest. Just like a credit card, you invest it keeps it builds and builds and builds. But you take care of your priority, never forget your dream, your passion, and you apply time in your passion, and your passion will eventually become your purpose or not, or your passion may shift. You may invest that 20 minutes, that hour in it. Say, no, that's not it. But you'll know what you need to shift your passion to get more aligned with your purpose. And eventually, when you get aligned with your purpose through your passion, through that passion, because you got many passions more than one purpose, but it may take you many passions to get to that one purpose. So while you take care of your priority, working these passions, um, then you eventually gonna get to your purpose, and hopefully that purpose, the goal is for the thing that that's purposeful will be able to finance your uh your priority. That makes sense. I said a whole bunch, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. Because a lot of times we say, well, I want to, I'm be an artisan, and you ain't got no money. I just want to paint all day long, and you got no food. Why don't you work at Papa John's and then paint? Ain't
Right.
nothing wrong with hard work. Work at McDonald's and Burger King and paint. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And see the thing about working your passion when you're doing it, it's never about the money. If you make no money doing your passion, boy, you just as happy as if you made $10,000. Of course, $10,000 brings a little bit more joy in things you can buy, but not in what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
If things are taken care on running, man, you could be in your passion like, wow, this is great, and you forget that you don't need money to do it. Like even when I'm talking, I may be doing Uber in the grocery store, and when I'm talking to somebody about something, I'm not getting paid for it. I know I'm in my passion and my purpose. I do the exact same thing as I was in a counseling session. It's not about getting paid. It's about being effective. It's about utilizing what I know God's put in me. And I know my time is limited. So if you don't use the time that you have, it's gonna be wasted in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Our time is limited. Funerals make you gives you a better uh, l- levity or gravity of this current state that we're in. It's temporary, and you don't want to waste this time. And I think a lot of times we waste this time. We waste the time thinking about what we didn't do in the past. If tomorrow I'm gonna do this tomorrow, but nobody, like you said, nobody. A lot of times people don't take time to to be where they are until they get where they go, instead of staying where they've been. They need to be where they are until they get where they're going, instead of staying where they've been. And because if you do stay where you've been, you're always in a certain cycle, the same thing, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, because you still look at what it could have, should have, but I didn't. You can't change the
Mm-hmm.
past, but you can create a new future. But you got to be present. You got to be present for that. A lot of people, yeah, I wish I was like John or JoJo. No, you don't. You don't know that path. You definitely don't. You don't know that path, and you don't really want that pain if you knew what they had to go through to get that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had to go to a Diddy party. Yeah, you had to go to a Diddy party. He's like, but Cat said, I was there. I tell you. He said, Prophet offered me 50,000. Was it 50,000? Three times. Was it 50,000? Was more than that?
It was more than that. It was like it was some maybe 5 million or something like that. Something like that, but it was more than that, I think.
Yeah. 50 million. I think it's 50 million. I think it's 50 million. I mean, I did 50 million. I'm telling you, he offered me 50 million three times. Three times. I had to tell him no. Prophet like the party. He like the party. I had to tell him no. I mean, he said it's not worth it. And people did it just for the money. And and he and that's not odd. Everybody want to be there without going through anything. They went through something with that. But somebody, just think about it. All I gotta do is do such and such, and I get paid. I'll be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you put in your mindset, like shoot, but forget that. I take it. Yeah, I get paid. But the emotional, the it, The damage that does, is it worth it?
Mm,
And he reason we able to do it because a lot of people say it was worth it.
mm. Yeah, sometimes people do want to take a shortcut, but it's like you said, you do what you have to until you can do what you really want to.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you still do what you really want to, but just be in the measure. And I really believe that faithful, if you're faithful in little, God make you rule over much. But we're not faithful. But a lot of people don't get faithful in little. They just say, if I only had a better job, if I got this lottery ticket, then I'll be able to do what I love to do. A lot of times, a lot of times people they want to retire from a regular job, not so they can do God's will or do purpose. It's so they can just do nothing
Mm,
and get a check. And nothing's wrong with that. But I just think it's a waste of gifting. To me, if you work a regular job, you get a good retirement. I mean, that's perfect opportunity. Now you can be a vessel now, and you won't be stressed about bills.
right,
That is if you're a minimalist,
right.
or you can know how to be a minimalist depending on how much income you got coming in. But now you don't have to worry about check, and you can just okay. I'm gonna go out and evangelize. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Bible study. I can do a whole bunch of stuff that I was not able to do before because the strains of responsibility. I get that part, but when you just don't, when you just working to work for somebody else, and they have true full control, and you're not taking care of family, just taking care of yourself. I guess I get that too, but I don't understand it. As far as if you can work in your purpose, I think it takes a while to try to locate it too. Now you locate passions a lot. A lot of times people think they're passion their purpose. They
Mm,
think they're passion their purpose, and they focus on it. And I think the reason why people never get to the purpose because the thing that they say that they're passionate about it, they don't squeeze all the juice out of it. I don't think you can get to your purpose unless you. I don't think you can get to your purpose unless you squeeze all the juice out of the things you said you're passionate about. Now it may not be a lot of juice in that fruit, but the point is you said you're passionate about. So it's something in it that you need to carry on your way to your purpose. But if you don't squeeze it, then how can God trust you with your purpose if you don't squeeze the thing you say you're passionate about? Yeah, like I mean, if I had such and such, if I had only had $1,000, okay, you got $5. What you can do with that? Use what you got.
right. Yeah. I think
Use
the
what.
Holy
Okay.
Spirit too, he'll help you filter out,
Yeah,
you know, what's really important. That way you can maximize your life and maximize your time. Like I heard Pastor Joseph Prince say, which I think is very wise. He said, when you're climbing the ladder of success, make sure it's on the right building. You know, I think a lot of people don't realize you don't have any do overs. So you don't want to just waste time and then to realize, oh, wrong path. Let me go back. But that's time you've wasted. Whereas I
yeah,
think the Holy Spirit can help you filter out the excess, back if you're willing, if you seek God. Because remember, God clearly said that He will direct our paths. Trust the
yeah.
Lord with your heart,
Lean up to you.
lean on your own understanding, acknowledge Him all your ways, and He will
Proverbs
direct.
chapter 3.
Yeah, He will direct your path. So, and that's important. So we can maximize our lives and our time. You know what I mean? Because a
Mm.
lot of people do sometimes, like you said, they pursue certain things just at the end to realize, oh, okay, this is not what I thought it was. This isn't it. And then And some people do get a chance to start over, but many people don't, because there's a lot of power with youth. Like I heard one person
Yeah.
say, sometimes youth is wasted on the young.
Hmm.
Meaning that they have the youth, the strength, the vigor, the energy, but they don't have the wisdom and the knowledge and the guidance to apply it to the right thing. You know, I don't think it's good to live for retirement.
Right. I
And
don't
many
either.
people do that, so you hate this job, this miserable job, and you're gonna do it all your life just so you can retire. And now you're 65 and you're older,
I got
and you
5 more
could do when
years.
you were younger, you can't do it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I think brother told me that he said he had an uncle that had properties everywhere. And he worked and worked, and he was good as far as money goes. He said, yeah, they calculate we get like 65. I'm good. He said, but now he's 65 or 70. He don't want to go to Disneyland no more. He wanted to also he's saving all this time for retirement so he can do all this stuff that if he had appropriated correctly in his youth, he could have did it then too. Why wait 30 years to do something and your body's not gonna be 30 years spry.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna wanna go cruise. Man, I ain't going no cruise. Shoot. My hip bad. My hip bad and I can't swim. I can barely see. But you got $100,000 in the bank though.
Right.
But you could
I can
enjoy
remember.
20,000.
I remember this football player. I don't remember who he is, but he still had it in him, but he retired. He had a good, and they asked him why, and he said, "Because I want to be able to enjoy my wealth.
Right.
I don't want to just spend the rest of my life like in pain." So he retired kind of early. He had amassed a good amount. He said, "Yeah, that's why I retired. I want to enjoy it. I want to live."
It's a lineman, I think.
Yeah, I think he was a good.
I think Charlie, I think.
Yeah, I remember he was in still pretty good shape. Tall guy, glasses, good wavy hair, something like that. But yeah, and what he said, I said, yeah, that makes sense. The people just know just keep amassing, keep playing, and I get that. That might be better for something like basketball. But football, you're banging your body up.
You banging
Shaq,
in
from what I
basketball
can
too, but
tell,
not like football.
yeah, now, from what I can tell, Shaq pretty much kept playing until nobody will put him on the team anymore. Remember how he was in a total like what different 4 or 5 different teams. He kept playing. Somebody's with yeah, but football is different, man. Football, I heard somebody say playing in the NFL is like being in a car accident every Sunday. So he said,
Yep.
yeah, he
No,
said
no,
every
playing
time,
football is like that.
huh?
Playing football, like even high school, college, is like yeah, it's like a car accident.
Yeah, football. So he said, yeah, I want to enjoy my money. So he retired.
That's smart.
Mhm.
That's smart. That's smart. I mean, retired. Yeah, like have Dennis to work with me. He's in the Navy. And he's in Chapel Hill to school. He's 37. He said, I just want to get 20. He said, 26 years. Got about 3 more years. At 26 years, I get a different ranking and I'll be out of dental school in 2 years. Now, the Navy actually is paying for his dental school. He said, I've loved my Navy career. He said, it paid for my RN. He's a nurse. He's a heart circulation tech or something like that. Radiation tech. They paid for that, and they paid for dental school. So he getting a check. They paying for school, and he getting a check. So while he's in school, is he's working.
Um, okay.
I mean, he's still enlisted to get a check. Mary got like 3 kids, and it says yeah, 1 more year, 2 more years, or within 1, 2 more years, then I'm finished. I'm a dentist, but I'm still in the Navy. And then when he get out, he's straight, because he probably do private practice, but then he's getting his check at 40.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. At 26, as a lieutenant or whatever the ranking is, he getting a check, and he's a dentist. So
Wow, it's a good place.
yeah, so he started right out of high school. I think the military is not a bad option to right out of high school because it gives you a certain structure and a discipline. Whether you do 4 years or 20, it gives you a good a bounce.
Right, right.
It gives you a good balance, especially when you're clueless. Yeah, you can
Uh-huh.
be clueless and still getting a check and obtaining a good salary. You can do 2 years or 4 years, or you can do 1 year. I didn't know that though. The recruiter told me you can do 1 year,
Wow.
and they give bonuses. I picked up one girl one time. She told me and she's yeah she's military army. She had a $40,000 bonus signing bonus.
Wow.
40,000.
Man, that's some good money. You serious?
Yeah, 40,000 signing bonus. And they really don't make that much. Like starting out, but they don't pay for nothing. Mom told me they don't pay for nothing. They pay $800 every 2 weeks, but
Yeah,
they
they can put that money somewhere because, like you
yeah
said, Army pays for everything.
yeah they get a housing stipend, but they put them up. You can get an apartment or something like that if you want to, or you can stay at the housing that they provide free. They give you food stipend. You can eat at their thing, or you can use the money. I mean, so you get that's extra, and you don't pay for anything.
Mm.
So it's not a bad thing. I thought about going after they bombed the towers, before they bombed the towers. And you think you'll stand with me? And it's like I was talking to a recruiter, said wipe me out of school. He said that'd be good. I can get my student loan paid for. And then they bombed the towers. And I say, I don't think I want to go now. I think I got a rhema word from God. No, no, I know who's gonna be on the front line. Well, my assumption is that I knew. I really didn't know, but I knew that it wasn't easy to get out once you got in with this war. Those people just try to get out, and they made them stay.
Oh yeah, once the war's happening, yeah.
And they're scared to get out. They said, "Nah, we need to keep you in."
Mhm.
Yeah, so I really was thinking about it too. Said, "Man, yeah, I can do that." Nah, I think I did all right.
Mm. Yeah, gotta find your path, right?
Yeah, you can't find your path. Hey, find your path. All right, last words before we go. My memories and regret
Say again.
about memories with or without regret.
Hey, yeah, I guess once the past is over, it's over, right? Can't change it, so
Right,
no need to regret. You know what I mean? Let go of your regret because it's done. So it's like don't regret, and we need God's help with these things because these are
right.
matters of the heart. Don't regret the past, and don't be fearful of the future.
That's good.
You know, which helps you to just be here right now. Prepare. Know God. Know your passion. Know the steps He has for you. So it's not like you know just stay home all day, play video games, and smoke marijuana and not do anything. No, know God, know God, know His assignment for you. Adam. He told Adam, "This is what I want you to do." He gave him part. Know God's assignment. Focus on that. Be present. Don't regret you do your best. Pray, ask God for guidance. Don't regret the past. Don't be fearful of the future. Trust God, and then get out here and become a master of your craft. Depend on Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach,
I'm gonna share.
the only true
Sure.
God.
Right. Good, man. I don't need to say anything else on that. Okay. So I agree totally with everything what you're saying. A lot of times people they're focused so they'd be so hard pressed on what didn't happen. instead of doing what needs to be done now in your present. Somebody said the thing about the present, it was a present. The present is the present was a present because everybody doesn't have that present today. Some people are gone. They wasn't given the present of the day, and we've been given the present of this day. So no matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, if you're still here, God's not finished with his plan. And
Yeah.
so embrace that present of the day of today, and embrace that passion to get to the purpose so you can fulfill what you're supposed to do on this plane of existence. So when you answer, when you get to heaven, you answer, you say, what have you done with what I gave you? Don't be like Adam says, this woman held me back. He said, I want to hear all that. What do you do with what I given you? He's like, and you want the next words to say, well done, good and faithful servant. You may enter into thy rest. That's all we try to do. I'm trying to embrace the memories without regret. So he can be pleased with my life as I poured out on this plane of existence. All right. Journeyman, journeywoman, this is the Hero Journey with Dr. D. And if you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe content. Subscribe. Oh, Lord. Subscribe, thumbs up, and connecting. I'm missing something else. So, and so when you do it, you click subscribe, whatever. Thumbs up, sharing. 'Cause when you do that, you organically help build and grow with me so we make it better tomorrow today. You look to your left side, right hand side. If you hear on the replay and the lower corner, you'll see purpose centered videos, emotion centered videos, and I have two new segments. I have guided meditations, and I have In Them Streets with Dr. D, which houses ride and share as well as In Them Streets. Up. So, and if you need anything further, just click down below. A hero, uh, a hero seeks, AHEROSEEKS.org. And if you'd like me to comment or do a specific video or need something matter, just send me a message to my email, a hero's journey INCAHEROSJOURNEYINC at Gmail. I look forward to hearing from you, seeing, reading what you've put down, and I can give a response in my vernacular. So this is the Hero Journey with Dr. D. Peace and blessings. And remember this, every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never look back. Why? Because life is just too doggone short to live looking in the rearview mirror. No regrets. Memories without regret. That's the way to live. Peace and blessings.